Yo, it's time to get it right. This is a show that's not about stats, not about numbers, it's about facts.
Yo, welcome back to my show. It's your boy once again, Jonathan Juiceman Presley. Remember to like, comment, share. Don't care what order you do it. Just show your brother some love. We're going to talk about, let me just start like this. I was completely wrong about the Milwaukee series. I mean, most people were. I mean, Milwaukee goes up 2-0. You think they're going to go on the wall for win. But of course, Kawhi Leonard decides he's going to start guarding Giannis. And that changed the whole series. Changed the whole series. So now we got the Raptors versus Golden State in the NBA Finals. Ooh. And I know a lot of y'all over talking about, oh, they're going to sweep. Golden State's going to sweep. They're going to sweep. They're going to sweep. Because what they did to Portland. Portland was a third seed because of a missed free throw by James Harden. Remember that? OKC? Let's not get too caught up in everything, okay? Don't forget that they just went six with Clippers. They just went six with Houston. Then they sweep Portland. Portland. Your junior Splash Brothers. That's not the Splash Brothers, okay? This is you know anything about playoffs, and you know it's all about matchups. So what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna preview. We're gonna preview the Raptors versus Golden State Warriors. I mean, might as well. It's a preview show, NBA Finals preview. I got some special things on task for y'all today. Ooh, we're gonna get all into it. Let's just do it like this, all right? So if I'm the Raptors, yes, we're going against the two-time defending champs and Golden State Warriors, right? Ooh, could be a three-peat, could be four for Steph. I get it. There's a lot going on. So what I would do, this is what they'll probably do because Nick Nurse is a smart coach. Clay, Danny Green, they're gonna match up against each other, right? Curry gonna have Lowry chasing around all the screens and stuff. I would put Kawhi Leonard on Draymond Green. Let me just put this to you, all right? So Draymond's not that big of a guy, okay? They match up good. And that pick and roll that Draymond likes to do with Steph Curry, guess who's going to be switching off? It's going to be Kawhi's going to switch off on Curry. I mean, that's not a bad matchup in my eyes. Then what happens with that? That means Draymond's going to switch off into Kyle Lowry. And we know that Draymond likes to go a little bit fanatic to the hole. And guess who likes to take charges all the time? Kyle Lowry. This is exactly what's going to happen. And that's exactly how I play it. So let's just finish it out. You got Iggy. Siakam's probably going to be on him by playing help side. And then you're going to have, Jordan Bell versus Marc Gasol? I mean, I don't know. Y'all are talking about sweep. Let's just put this like this, okay? The last two series, Philly was balling. Or should I say that Jimmy Butler was balling? And then AKA Jimmy Buckets. You remember him, right? Okay, he was balling out. And, I mean, Philly looks really good in that series until they decided to put Kawhi Leonard on Jimmy Buckets. Now, all of a sudden, they win in 7. I mean, y'all know the story. Y'all watched the series just like I did, right? Then let's add this on, right? Bucks went up 2-0. Then Kawhi started checking Giannis, and we all know what happened with that. He actually made history. That's right, made history. Not because it's the future MVP in Giannis, not because of that, because literally Kawhi took Toronto somewhere they've never been before. NBA Finals, representing the East. All right. Now let's just break this down for y'all. All right. Now, albeit they played each other 2 times a season. I know it's regular season. You know, what does regular season have to do with the postseason? I hear it all the time. Right. Let's just break this down for you. All right. Albeit the first time Curry was out, sure, that's big, right? Durant dropped 51. Kawhi dropped 37 in overtime in Toronto, and they won. That was the first win. Toronto beat them, right? In overtime. No Curry. That's big, right? I don't think Draymond's playing either. That's big. I mean, there's 2 big pieces, and they still went to overtime. So you're like, you know what? That's not a lot to hang your hat on. You know, you're missing 2 big players, and Kawhi did play, like their only big player. And like I said, Durant played, dropped 51, and they lost in overtime to Kawhi Leonard, right? All right, then let's just put it like this. So then Toronto, and the second time, Toronto goes on the road to Oracle, fully staffed. I mean, Clay, Draymond, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, the whole thing. Kawhi Leonard didn't play. And guess what? The role players, the others, as Charles Barkley likes to say, they showed up and they ended up winning by 20 in the Oracle. 20. Not to mention that it's a lot that you can use to build your confidence on. If you're Toronto, you literally going in there the underdog. People talking about sweep. They don't have a chance. Maybe 5. I think we call them part time. We're gonna get into that, all right? Because obviously you don't know what you're talking about when you say something like that. So not to mention that Kawhi is Golden State's kryptonite. He's 6-6 versus the new form Golden State. That means like Kevin Durant. Since Kevin Durant went there, he's 6-6, albeit with the Spurs. All right, like you could say 1-0 for Toronto because he ain't playing the second game. We're 6-6. All right, versus Golden State, the new one. He 13-9 versus Curry. Kawhi Leonard's 13-9 versus Curry. I'm not a math major, but I'm pretty sure that means that he has more wins and losses versus Steph Curry, right? Okay, there's regular season. I hear it. How about this? The postseason. Kawhi Leonard versus Steph Curry in the postseason is 4-3 in Kawhi's favor. 4-3. Y'all remember the 2017 Western Conference Finals when Kawhi Leonard and the Spurs were up 21 at the half, and then Zaza, whatever the hell his name is, takes out Kawhi for basically the whole year because he missed all next year, and then all that stuff happened. Now he's in Toronto. Y'all know the story. We're not going to go over it. Trust me, there's extra motivation there, okay? And you look at that Spurs roster that had Golden State on the ropes, yeah, Aldridge, guess what Toronto has? Siakam. Yeah, Danny Green, guess what Toronto has? Danny Green. Spurs had what? Patty Mills. You got Kyle Lowry. That's a little bit of an upgrade. You got Paul Gasol. Now you got Marc Gasol. Kawhi Leonard, you still have Kawhi Leonard. You understand what I'm saying? So you guys talking about sweep, we call them people part-timers. They don't watch basketball. They just watch the highlights, and then they watch like maybe some of the games, and they just jump on and talk about Golden State's going to do this and that, and they call it knowledge. That's not knowledge. That's not knowledge, people. That's like the typical like fan that sits there doesn't watch until postseason. All right, trust me. You will use this stuff to sit there and bring things to reality. Because we're not gonna just talk about it. We're gonna get it right. All right. That's what we do in this show. We get it right. Okay. Now I'm not saying that Toronto's gonna win. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying all you people talking about sweet, get your mind right. Get your mind right. They got home court, the second best record in the league. Okay. It wasn't Golden State. They got the third best record. All right. Guess who the first one? Milwaukee. You guys talking about, oh, you know what? Milwaukee was up 15 points. Yes, that's true. They cannot do that with Golden State because Golden State will bury you in a heartbeat if you give them 15-point lead. But check this out. Toronto couldn't score. Guess who number one defense is? Milwaukee. It's not Golden State. It's Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? Guess who the number one offense was this season? Milwaukee. Not Golden State. Milwaukee. All right, so let's just put this in perspective, people. Let's keep it real, all right? Let's just keep it real. Let's keep it 100, as people like to say. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it 100, all right? We're going to switch it up a little bit, all right? That's enough about me rambling off about that. I will say this. I'll take Golden State in 6, but don't be surprised if Toronto ends up beating them. They match up very, very well. This is not the Junior Splash Brothers. This is not C.J. McCollum and Damian Lillard. This is not them. This is not Damian Lillard with a separated rib or whatever. You know, I'm not taking nothing from what Golden State's doing. I'm just talking to you guys who are talking about, oh my God, they're amazing and they're gonna just blow these people out the water. They have no chance. You don't know what you're talking about, people. You don't know, so don't speak on it. But let's switch it up a little bit, all right? Since the NBA awards, they no longer issue them in the arenas with the fans cheering on. You remember that, right? Back when it would be like the last home game of the potential winner, whoever wins it. The last home game, they used to present the award. Then all the fans, rightfully so, get to cheer on their guy. I mean, that was how it's supposed to be. That's how it should be. But since we're not doing it that way no more, I just have one question. Why don't we take playoffs into consideration? Since we're not giving out the award till after the playoffs, June 26th, if y'all don't know, after the playoffs, why aren't the playoffs put in consideration? I mean, I get it. It's a regular season award, but we're not issuing it during the regular season. The fans don't even get to see their guy the last home game. So that it's only right that we sit there and we take into consideration that we got to put in the playoff basketball. So I'm going to do my awards, all right? I'm going to cover the whole season and the playoffs on who I think deserves it, okay? And I'm going to give you facts behind everything I'm about to say because you know me, this is Let's Get It Right. I'm not going to sit there and just talk like a lot of people do. I'm gonna give you something to let you understand why I'm saying this and where it's coming from, right? Let's just start with who they already have, the nominees, all right? You got Giannis. We already know that. I mean, Giannis was balling out. I think he had what 25, 26 this year and 12 rebounds. I think he had like close to 6 assists. Balling out of control during the season. Right? Then we just seen him go against Kawhi Leonard, and then they fell apart. So I can't give you my MVP, most valuable player, most valuable to that team, sure. But if you were, then why did they go to Chris Middleton the last 2 minutes of the game when it's close? Why are you on the sideline if you're the most valuable player? You're out of running, bro. You can't do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Giannis. Yes, you balled out, but yes, that makes no sense. Last 2 minutes, they pull you from the lineup and they rather put Middleton in, rather go through Middleton. Why? Because Middleton can get his shot. And you can't. You can't get anywhere outside of 5 feet. It's okay, Giannis. You're only like 24 years old. You got plenty of time, my brother. Plenty of time. But this year, you're not winning the award. Who's the next in line? Paul George. Paul George was doing this thing until the playoffs started. I get it. Yeah, hurt shoulder, separated shoulder. And so we just say he's disqualified because of injury, okay? Because I like Paul George. PG-13 was doing his thing. Now I get it. They lost in the first round of playoffs, and you could do all types of stuff, whether it's Russell Westbrook and so forth. They lost to the third seed, which actually sixth seed, all right? The sixth seed, one freaking missed free throw versus OKC, the last game of playoffs for Houston, but James Harden made Portland the third seed. So y'all were talking about they swept Portland. Guess what? Portland is really a sixth seed. They're not really a third seed. Look it up. I'm not making it up. That's real. All right, I get it. You know, it is what it is. They moved out of the third seed. Give them the props. Good for you. You lost your center and everything. You kept doing your thing, understandably. But you know what? Paul George still didn't show up in that series. Got shut down a couple games. Was shooting horribly, and he was an MVP talk and like was a no-show. Everybody's on Russell Westbrook case. What about Paul George? We could say the shoulder. I'm gonna give him the shoulder. That's his pass. So he's disqualified from my rankings. Like it's over. Now talking about playoffs, the third person nominee for the NBA is James Harden. I ain't gotta say nothing. James Harden is a guy that can sit there and drop 36 a game during the season. And then, like, what? He's too tired to play in the playoffs? Yes, that has to do a lot with coaching, has a lot to do with that ISO basketball, has a lot to do with a lot of things. But, bro, you're not showing up in the playoffs. You can't be my MVP, the most valuable player. I always said this last year, too. You could tell last year the most valuable player on the Rockets when James Harden won the award for most valuable player to the team. The most valuable player last year was Chris Paul. Everybody knows that. Like, I mean, if you watch the games, then you know that, especially the playoffs. But just the award doesn't go for the playoffs, which is stupid. But let's get back to it. James Harden, you're out. Giannis, you're out. Paul George, you're out. Those are the three nominees that they had. So who am I going to take? Let me just put it like this. It's funny because I remember, I would say like 2 months ago, I was telling everybody that people forget how great Steph Curry was before Kevin Durant showed up. Like literally like amnesia, forgot. The only unanimous MVP, 2 times MVP, unanimous in one of them. The only guy. Why? Because he never won a finals MVP. You remember last year, last finals? All right. The man was putting up numbers last year. Okay. Now I get on people talking about, Steph Curry hasn't showed up in the finals because he hasn't won a finals MVP. A lot had to do with LeBron James. Whoever checks LeBron James, we realize when LeBron makes the finals, whoever guards LeBron James is going to get the MVP. So last year, it was Kevin Durant. I remember like game 4 when they swept Cleveland. Game 4, Kevin Durant only had 20 points. Steph Curry had 39, but still, they gave it to Kevin Durant. Why? Because he's checking LeBron. So let's just put it like this. It's funny because Steph Curry isn't a nominee as the bottom 3, all right? They're 33-4 in games that Kevin Durant hasn't played. 33-4. Not to mention, he's averaging 27 points during the season. 27. Then KD's out. The numbers go up to 28. He got 5 rebounds, 7 assists. That's his average when KD isn't playing. Why is he in the conversation? Yet they're 28-18 when Kevin Durant plays and Steph Curry 6. Talk about value, 33-4 to 28-18. Talk about value. Can't get no better than that. Do you see the value? Most valuable player? All right, let's do my guy, Kawhi Leonard. What about Kawhi? Why he in the conversation? Yeah, I know. He took his team. If you took him off the team, would they still be a playoff team? Let's just look at it. Let's just look at the stats. All right. The Raptors, Kawhi rested a lot this year, load management. So I get it. That's why he's not in conversation. All right. And when he was sitting, the Raptors went 17-5 without Kawhi Leonard. Let's put this in perspective though. 17-5, you're like, that's exactly why, because they're 17-5 without him. But guess what? They're 13-0 against non-playoff teams. 13-0 against non-playoff teams and 4-5 against playoff teams. 4-5 against playoff teams. Yeah, I didn't make that stat up. That's a real stat. 13-0 against non-playoff teams, 4-5 against playoff teams. That's Toronto Raptors. That's why Kawhi's in the conversation, because you see what he did. You guys can clearly see his value. And yeah, they probably make the playoffs, you're right. But they wouldn't be a second seed. They wouldn't be representing the East right now in the finals. But as much as I love me some Kawhi, the most valuable player to his team is Steph Curry. I said it months ago. You guys forgot about the sacrifices that this man made to bring KD on. How good KD is, but Steph Curry is still that dude. He would be my MVP this year. That's my award. I'm going to Steph Curry. Let's go to Rookie of the Year. The nominees for Rookie of the Year is DeAndre Ayton, Phoenix Suns, who went 19-63. Why are you in the conversation? 19-63. 16 points a game. 58, let's say 58.5. So say 59% from the field, because you don't do anything but just get right there in the buckets. Got 10 rebounds. Pretty good. You got 2 assists, 1 block, barely, 0.9. 0.9 in steals. So you got 1 block and 1 steals a game. Not bad. You got Luka, my guy. Luka from Dallas. That's right. Dallas. You see that? Dallas. He went 21, 42% from the field, 32 from 3. Let's say 33 from 3. Averages 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, no blocks, and 0.3 blocks. All right. But check this out. He had 8 triple doubles to pass Magic Johnson. 8 triple doubles. Third all time for a rookie. Third all time, 8 triple doubles his first year. All right. Half of that was before the All-Star break. All right. Then you got Trae Young. I love me some Trae Young. All right. Trae Young didn't come on until halfway through the season, so after the All-Star break. But let me just give you the numbers. 19 to Luka. So right now, to me, I got Luka ahead of Ayton's gone. That 1963, you didn't do nothing. You can't be in the conversation. Now, granted, Luka and Trae Young's records weren't that much better, but they had 10 more wins. Trae Young had 29 wins, so give it to him, right? So anyway, so you got Luka, 21 points. Trae Young, 19. Luka, 42% from the field. Trae Young, 42% from the field. 41.8 to be exact. All right. Then they shoot about the same from 3. Luka has more rebounds. Trae has more assists. Check this out. So the 5 top scoring outputs, right? 3 of them belong to Trae Young. 49 points. This is for rookies. The top 5 scoring outputs for rookies, 3 of them belong to Trae Young. 49, 36, twice. 49, 36, and 36. The most assists in a game also belongs to Trae Young. 17, 16 twice, 15, and 14. He owns all 5. Think about that. Rookie. The only problem with this is that it seemed to all happen after the All-Star break. Like during the season, before the All-Star break, we were like, man, what's up with Trae Young? Then all of a sudden he goes at skills test and he does his little thing. They do the rookies versus, freshmen versus sophomores, whatever you want to call it. And next thing you know, there's a fire in him. All of a sudden he starts balling. But unfortunately for him, Luka was too far ahead. He already had like half the triple doubles before the freaking All-Star break. You know what I mean? So, you got to give it to Luka. I would give it to Luka. Luka's my guy. Then we have the 6th Man of the Year Award, which should be called the Lou Williams Year Award. Lou Williams 6th Man Award, because that man does it every single year. He literally, single-handedly, did his thing against Golden State. Averaged 27 points a game, 26.6 to be exact, versus Golden State in the playoffs. Took them to 6. Golden State, the same team that y'all said, oh my God, they're going to sweep the Raptors. Clippers took them to 6, all right? Houston took them to 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think any one of them teams has a player like Kawhi Leonard. I mean, we can literally go down the list if you want to do that, and we can match them all up. Kyle Lowry, Chris Paul is probably a little bit better than Kyle Lowry at this point in time. Maybe I don't know. I mean, let's just go down the list. It's not nothing. We can't say that. Okay, like I said, it's about matchups and the way you coach and the way you play. But I'm sorry, off topic. He averaged 20 during the season, 27 during the playoffs, first round playoffs. That's all we can go by. So this will be Lou Williams Award. Now the people that are in contest with this will also be Montrezl Harrell, also on the Clippers. You can imagine that bitch. Oh my God. Then you got Sabonis from Indiana. We're not even going to talk about them. They got swept by Boston. Yeah. Remember them? Yeah. I was one of the guys that they swept Boston. I'm like, man, Boston swept them boys. They might be for real. This to get beat by the Bucks in 5. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give love to Giannis for the Defensive Player of the Year award. Over Paul George, he only averaged 2 steals a game. I think it was like 0.4 blocks. Goldberg, Rudy, the Eiffel Tower, Goldberg averaged 1 steal, 2 blocks. Right? Giannis is the same thing, 2 blocks, 1 steal a game. But the difference is Giannis had the best record. and you watch them play, you can see the different impact Giannis will come across and get you real good. Let's keep it moving. The most improved. I love me some De'Aaron Fox, Sacramento King, but he's not there yet. I love me Siakam, Pascal Siakam. I love him too, but he's not there yet. Me, I'm giving my award to D'Angelo Russell, Brooklyn Nets. Made the All-Star. Played with a chip on his shoulder all year long. Thanks to the Lakers for letting him go. That's right. D'Angelo Russell been a beast. A lot of you guys know that. I mean, you can either give it to Russell or Siakam, but I'm going Russell. Siakam, maybe. I mean, but Brooklyn Nets weren't even like, who were they? They made the playoffs this year. If Russell wasn't on a team, would they still make the playoffs? No. If Siakam wasn't on a team, would they still make the playoffs? Yes. And Fox didn't make the playoffs. Most improved, yeah. I mean, it's only Fox's second year. What? So he improved in his rookie year to the sophomore year? Okay. Let's see what he does his third year. All right, then maybe we can give it to him. He's in the contest. I mean, I want to see more from him. He did do I know he could do more. Remember he did Alonzo Ball in when UCLA played Kentucky in March Madness. Remember that? That's how Fox ended up moving up the ladder right there. Remember that? Just so y'all know, the coach of the year. Now this one was tough. Mike Budenholzer, Milwaukee Bucks coach. He was my pick until I seen him fall apart and not make adjustments versus the Raptors. Like I said, this is playoffs and season. This ain't just the season. This is playoffs and season. All right. So you can't be up 2-0 and lose 4 straight and get my vote. You can't do it. Make no adjustments at all. And then you take out the 2 games you won. Who'd you have started? Mirovic. All of a sudden, Brockton gets healthy. I get it. You try to put him in the starting lineup, but the thing is, you never play Mirovic again. So now he's like, you don't get to see the court no more. Come on, man, make adjustments. You didn't do it. You can't get my vote. Next one, Michael Malone, Denver Nuggets. Yes, you had the second best seed, but you lost to Golden State by a ridiculous margin. I want to say it's like freaking 38 points a game. I get it. You have a young team. Yeah, and there's a lot of promise. You were second seed, and you played 2 back-to-back 7-game series in the playoffs. And you watch them games, he was out coached in both series. I get it. You're going against Greg, the GOAT Popovich. I understand that one. That makes sense. You only got by Spurs because you had more talent. You know what I mean? You had more talent, and they had lack of talent. So you sneaked by them, real by you snuck by them. You stuck by them, right? Then the lack of coaching with your Junior Splash Brothers get knocked out. Oh, man. Get knocked out by the Junior Splash Brothers in the second round. By Portland. The team that just got swept. No adjustments. And you got ballers, man. Jamal Murray, beasting. You got Nikola Djokovic. Did I say his name right? The Joker. Balling. I think he averaged triple-double during the whole damn playoffs. You got Paul Millsap was showing up. Gary Harris was showing up. They were getting there. They was getting better. You had Will Barton. I mean, you had a whole bunch of people, and you couldn't get it done. Against Portland, I mean, you can't get it. But I'll tell you who can get it. Doc Rivers. Not only did he take Golden State to 6 games, but that's after he traded what everyone thought was the top scorer for their team, Tobias Harris. Like, they got better when Harris left. That's crazy. How can he not be? How can and you see the adjustments he made? He went to the Oracle and won 2 games. You keep going on your home court. Hey, it happens. I know it happens. You still took him to 6 though. Good for you. Good for you, Doc. Good for you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think, and you know what? I think y'all did get one on your home court. I think you took one in Golden State, and took one in the Clippers, and yeah, because you won in 6. So yeah, and you did get one on home court. So that's my bad, my bad. Hey, you're the only team that's doing good in LA, that's for sure. Because the Lakers are so dysfunctional. We're gonna talk about them real quick before I close out this section. It's gonna be short in my flavor. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting y'all know. The Lakers dysfunction is exactly what I told you. Exactly what I told you last episode. I told you about it. Now all these reports are coming out about Magic, but I told you about Magic. I told you about 1981 and 2019. They're the same Magic. Magic only cares about Magic. Stephen A goes on air talking about how people claiming his laziness. I don't see that. I see lack of prioritizing. All right, you take the Lakers job, but you're too busy in other things going on. I mean, come on. Then they talk about the distrust. Baxter Holmes writes an article for ESPN that the main concern was the distrust inside the Lakers organization. So, how do you think that will affect the upcoming free agency class? I'm just kind of curious. Look, I say one thing: we wanted Hollywood in the Lakers. We wanted it. We wanted Showtime. We wanted all that stuff, and we got it. We got exactly what we wanted. We wanted them to reestablish Showtime. We got that too. The only problem is we didn't get that on the basketball court. We got it all behind the scenes. We got everything behind the scenes. That's the drama, the soap opera that is the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, how do you think that will affect free agency, which starts in less than a month? Let me know. You guys are doing a great job over there. Good job, Los Angeles Lakers and your staff. Oh, by the way, you're doing a great job, Magic. Listen, without communication, there is no relationship. Without communication, there is no relationship. Without respect, there is no love. Without respect, there is no love. Without trust, there is no reason to continue. I'm going to say that again. Without communication, there is no relationship. Without respect, there is no love. Without trust, there is no reason to continue, which is why Magic Johnson left right there. But what you don't do is you don't throw your alma mater, your team, the ones that you bleed purple and gold underneath the bus. You don't do that in the midst of the biggest free agency to date. Remember, until next time, like, comment, share. We out. Peace and love. Y'all be good.